I love Chris Rich.
This is a SONOFMAN presentation. As y'all all know, frequencies of thought, this is where we literally open up our celestial ears and we literally interpret and understand the world and all the things within the world with our consciousness, which envelopes the universe. For your mind is a replica of how space is ever expanding. Peace and blessings, everyone. This is Frequencies of Thought. There was a time where a lot of the things you're going to hear me explain right now was already said. What you are seeing with the coin shortage and the printing of the dollars and the stimulus checks and all of these things going on, it is not because they have some sort of new form of money that's going to come out. It is not that, the new way of buying something is going to be through the illusion of love or the actual trading of love. My people, you have to be a bit more realistic. Bitcoin is it's 0.006 of currency, which is basically everything to the right of the decimal ends up being hundreds, tens, and ones, which means it's less than the amount of a penny. Any number that's behind that. We are literally at a time where you are going to be introduced to what the truth was, which was that DNA is money. and money is DNA. And DNA being money is, you already know that money is time. And time is money. So that means that money is time, time is money, and time is DNA. And DNA is money. So you are about to be introduced to what the truth of all currency, which is why the dollar was always an IOU, and it was the leading dollar or currency in the world. Why? Because it was being traded in the field of your energy, the field of your life force. Many of y'all seen the movie Out of Time. Y'all seen that. You seen that movie with Justin Timberlake. They didn't just select him for that movie for nothing. Remember, he's a singer. But his name represents the king of a time long ago. Timber is a tree, which is what your body basically really comes from. That's where your flesh came from, the trees. Everything on your molecular structure pertaining to your skin can be found on the barks of trees all around the earth. And land, that's because your land is your body. Just in timber, land. Just in the tree of the land. Why? Because as I've told you, what's bound in heaven is bound on earth. Take me. Research what I'm saying.
Run that up, Rico.
Don't just sit there and nod your head or shake your head without doing the knowledge. Do the knowledge. For the people perish because of lack of knowledge. A Bitcoin, a cryptocurrency, crypt, is basically someplace that is found with dead people. It's also like a coffin or a cave with a rock laid in front of it. Who else you know who had a cave in front of it? That's right, Christ, Jesus, your Jesus, which literally is the word yes, us. That, my friends, none of it was by happenstance. None of these words are being used because they sound good. They're being used because they mean what they say. That's why they're being used. So what you're looking at is a new form of currency that can be extracted from your energy or your life force, your aura, right through them literally, I don't know, using a barcode reader, something similar to that is what they're gonna use. You don't need a chip. You already have the chip. The chip is your nucleus. Everyone thinks that the vaccine by Bill Gates is this and that and this, and it's not. Yeah, it got nanoparticulates in it. It does, and it will. But that is not the chip. The chip is already inside you. They're just trying to figure out how to hack it. And they've already figured that out long before now. Long before now. This is how they've been able to actually control nations. Y'all forgetting that there's underground bases damn near on every continent on this earth? What do you think is going on down there? Why do you think you don't ever see nobody escape from the underground bases up here? That's because nobody could escape it. And these are not secrets. Because they've told you, the military told you. They just spoke to you about the Cheyenne complex, which is under a mountain. That's an underground base. You've heard about Doja, William Cooper, Phil Snyder, Alex Collier. They've all told you about all of these things and many others as well. But you chose to ignore that. Just like many of you chose to ignore the first time I put this information out. Every coin was literally a certain width, size, and length so that it could be able to literally absorb that particular energy. So what you're seeing is not a new form of currency. You're seeing a new form of introducing the ancient ways of the currency. That's what you're seeing. You have to remember that a Bitcoin literally means that you bit something, and that becomes a currency. Because when you ingest something, it literally turns into information, and information is currency. Test me. Test me. Because all of you know that I came to y'all. Many of you I came to personally. I came to you personally and try to help you so that you would not have to be afflicted by this that is about to go down. But you ignored me. And by you ignoring me, now you have to literally live through what you made reality. Because if you think you're gonna escape it, let me tell you, no militia, no group, no nothing is gonna be able to literally go against the forces of God. And let me tell you, that's who sent me. You hear me? That's who sent me to you. I come in my Father's name. That's who sent me to you. That's why I call myself the Son of Man. And still, he who comes in his Father's name shall be rejected, but he who comes under his own name, you shall all receive. Well, enjoy your show then. Don't complain. Don't complain about what you live in, because you chose that. Another thing, you gotta remember, your government, the ones who run your government, the leaders, these people are not human. You was never born in a planet, if you even know what a planet is, which I'm absolutely certain you don't, that was ran by humans. You never was. Neither was your parents and your grandparents, neither the grandparents before them. So how are you sitting here saying that you gotta raise the earth's vibration? The earth is a living being. It's raising its own vibration. You need to match it. You need to catch up. That's what the problem is. Stop allowing these fake ass slithering teachers to feed your head with bull crap when these people are literally reptilians. These people are full of parasites. And it's these parasites who you guys are literally believing and following and literally kissing their feet. God's teachers ain't eloquent speakers. God's teachers are illiterate. The kingdom of heaven is within. That literally means what's bound in heaven is bound on earth. So what that makes the earth? Foolish people. How many of the messengers of God must the Father send down here to tell y'all that these people are leading you all astray? The ditch is full of the blind and the dumb and the deaf. The deaf, dumb, and blind, that's who it's describing. You, the one that is mentally deaf, mentally blind, and mentally deficient to see what's going on. You cannot see what's going on. And because you cannot see what's going on, you cannot draw up a simple perception. Your perception is always doable. It's doable and it's dualistic. So because it's so easy to do, because it's dualistic, you literally, instead of choosing the right path, you go and head for the wrong path. Because it's easier to steal, it's easier to cheat, it's easier to lie, it's easier to exaggerate, it's easier to do this and do that. Stop being foolish. You are literally bound by your word, and your word is your bond. And I've told y'all all of this long before all of this even began. And now I'm a little teed off because you are literally about to bring upon yourselves exactly what I told you shouldn't have done. But no, these people here, no, this guy here, no, this guy here. Well, this guy, the messenger of God can't be black, or can't be Hispanic, or can't be white, or can't be this. All of that is made up. There is no such thing as a race. Your skin is literally a suit. And yet, despite the many times I and many others have told you, you still couldn't get it. And now look. And you won't be able to escape what they're about to do either. Which is why you need to act now. As I've explained, I made a video already with all of this information years ago. It was taken down. It was right on YouTube for everybody to see. They took it down. And most of you never even got to see it or hear about it or don't even know what I'm talking about. And then there's the lot of you that literally do know, because you met me, you was with me, you was either present when the build was taking place, or you assisted in putting together the lecture. And it is you who all of this is actually towards. All of this is me trying to speak to you all, because it ain't just one of you, it's many of you. And you don't realize that what you've done did was kick yourself out of certain reality, certain truth pertaining to yourselves. When you damn the Holy Ghost, you damn your soul. Because the Holy Ghost is your thoughts. Your nefesh is your thoughts, it's your psyche. So when you literally refuse he who comes in his Father's name, for someone who comes in his own name, and you talk about him, you say all of these things, which really don't mean nothing. But when you literally cross the line and damn that person, this is where you literally realize why you're living the reality that you're about to live. This is when you realize why you've been living all the craziness and hardships that you're living. This is when you realize that the militia that is being put together, no matter who you connect with, who you gather yourself around, who you literally go talk to and basically go hide with, no matter how many pruning hooks you go sharpen, let me tell you, you won't escape. I know where all of you are. I know where each and every one of you will be hiding. Before you've even got there, I already know. I can tell some of you right now. That will not save you. Your teachers are parasites and worms, and they were trying to teach you how to be a parasite and a worm. So all you know is actually what the seed has been actually planting in you. And parasites and worms literally need to be treated as such. That's sad, because the scriptures told you that you would want to hope and wish that you get to at least see a day in which the Son of Man is upon this earth.
Run that up, Rico.
That day is almost past. And you can call these things aliens or whatever you want, but I know what they are. Parasites. Selah. Frequencies. Parasitos.
I'm in this for peace and for freedom, inspiring people to think on their own accord. Can't be controlled anymore, using your mind, not just reading a script. Subconsciously thoughts create all that exists. The patterns we live in can all be corrected. I'm making a change to the thoughts and creating new habits, that's where it begins. Conscious creation instead of subconscious destruction, it's one and the same. Duality split, alternate lanes, reality got me insane. Death is a process I've been through it so many times. I just jump into the flames, just like the phoenix emerges from ashes. I'm back and supported beneath me is all of my pain. I'm done with the old, I learned what I had in it, I'm letting go, yeah. I'm done with the old, I learned what I had it, but now I can grow, yeah. I'm done with the old, I learned what I had in it, I'm letting go, yeah. I'm done with the old, I'm done with the old, yeah. I'm done with
can't beat me now, I'm on another level. I'm in the fast lane, pedal to the metal. And you can't beat me now, I'm on another level.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get graphic. Had to take a step at it, like an addict. Had to grab it or taste it. Either way, just try a new tactic. Give me your attention, I demand it, don't you get it? I am not like you, I'm the master, you the jester. Better get better, getting kinda fed up, no time for failure. I think it's time for a new flow. Switch up the vibes, I'm going ham. Nothing less than Thanksgiving dinner time. That was a punchline, ever heard of one? Good Frenchin' when it's a good one. When I do it, it's a KO. And when you do it, man, it's okay. That's the way it be when he feeling like me. Step up my shoes, make it wanna jug a marathon. Ping pong bats back overhead, I'm so slick with the gas. You never see me drive by. No shots fired, but I'm dying to go with another tear. Everybody been in hold on the right hill. Everybody been in hold on the right hill. Let's go, let's go. Look, lately got no other options. It's either this or a coffin. Yeah, taking that straight to the grave. Keep it 100, I got this. Got it. Haters gon' say what they say. Can't let it dictate the path we make. Stay focused on the things that are at stake. Cause at the end of the day, I'ma be the change, but that don't mean I'ma break. Moved up a register, can't comprehend my strength. Already getting hate from my own family. Who thought it happened this soon anyway?
Window.
I only have one message to give you. I don't care what you think of me. I don't care what you call me. I do care what you do with this information because it is important to our survival as a species. It's important to our planet. It is important for the world. What happens to me is of no consequence, and I knew that when I started this. And over the last 17 years, I knew that someday I was going to have to get up and say this, whether I wanted to or not, whether I was afraid or not. Now I am here, and now it is done. And I feel an overwhelming relief. You now have the information. You can laugh at it, you can throw it in the trash can. But I am telling you right now, your future, your children's future, your grandchildren's future depends upon what you do with this information. Your own government is selling your children drugs, and you don't seem to care. Your own government has given away the power of the people, and you don't seem to care. There is an apathy that is running rampant in this country that is deadly, whether or not there are aliens. We are truly now at this moment a nation of sheep. And ladies and gentlemen, I assure you that sheep are always led to the slaughter. But it does not have to be that way. There is tremendous power in knowledge. There is also tremendous power in secrecy. Take away that secrecy, you make sure that you're informed, and you can change things and stop fighting with each other. Thank you. This time, ladies and gentlemen, I think a 5-minute break is in order. What do you think, John? It's been a long time. Please keep it to 5 minutes because we really are...